And welcome to another episode of our podcast series, Low Tide in Twilight. I am your host, CeeCee, the resident fangirl, and today we will be discussing Chapter 17. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest and wildest yaoi podcast on the planet. Get ready to fan yourself because things are about to get steamy. That's right, it's time for ZEALED FUJOSHI, the show that's all about yaoi manga. I am CeeCee, your host, the ultimate Fujoshi, who's always on the hunt for the hottest and juiciest and most thrilling yaoi manga out there. I've read it all, and I'm not afraid to share my honest and unfiltered thoughts with you. From sweet and romantic love stories to spicy and steamy tales, I got you covered. My reviews are not only informative but also hilarious, so you can expect to laugh your socks off while I spill the tea on your favorite yaoi manga. But before we start, this podcast is explicit. We'll be discussing mature themes, explicit themes, and all things that makes yaoi manga so delicious. So if you're not comfortable with that, it's probably best you tune out now. Let's get one thing clear though. Spoiler alert, I am not afraid to dish out spoilers. So if you haven't read the manga we're talking about, you might want to skip this episode. But if you're brave enough to join us, we promise to make it worth your while. If you're ready to join us on this spicy adventure, grab a cold drink and a cozy blanket and get ready to join me on this wild ride of passion, laughter, and all things yaoi. Welcome to ZEALED FUJOSHI. In this chapter, we see Youngdo being discharged from the hospital and Taeju speaking to Youngdo about the company paying for his hospital bills. However, Taeju also warns Youngdo to not seek revenge on Euihyun, as he has a debt to repay to Taeju. Taeju reminds Youngdo that Euihyun's life is already in hell under his debt, and any action against Euihyun will only make things worse for Youngdo. Meanwhile, Euihyun is at home with Euihyun, showing him the new microwave that he got to warm up his food. This way, Euihyun can easily heat up his food on his own when Euihyun is at work. It's heartwarming to see how much Euihyun cares for his little brother and is trying his best to provide for him despite his difficult circumstances. As the chapter progresses, we see Euihyun struggling to make ends meet and pay off his debt to Taeju. It's clear that he's under a lot of stress and pressure, but he's also determined to do whatever it takes to repay his debt and provide for his younger brother. Overall, this chapter is a reminder of how harsh realities of life is and how difficult it can be to navigate through challenging circumstances. It is also a testament to the strength and the resilience of the human spirit, and we see Euihyun and Euihyun continue to push through their struggles and support each other along the way. And that's it for today's episode of Low Tide in Twilight. Join us next time as we dive deeper into the world of this captivating story. Thank you for tuning in. Attention to all yaoi manga lovers out there. Are you a talented individual with a passion for all things Fujoshi? If so, ZEALED FUJOSHI wants you. We're on the hunt for a team member to join our passionate and hilarious crew. If you have a knack for reviewing yaoi manga, a love for all things spicy and steamy, and a desire to share your opinion with the world, then we want to hear from you. Join our team and help us spread the Fujoshi spirit to all corners of the world. Whether you're a writer, editor, or a social media guru, we want your talent and expertise to take ZEALED FUJOSHI to the next level. So, if you're ready to embark on this exciting journey with us, reach out to us in the description below and let's make magic happen. Join the ZEALED FUJOSHI team today. Let's show the world what the Fujoshi spirit is all about. And that's a wrap. Fellow Fujoshis and Fudanshis. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of ZEALED FUJOSHI, where we dished out all the hottest and juiciest yaoi manga. Remember to follow me on social media where I share even more yaoi goodness and behind the scenes content. And if you're loving the manga I am reviewing, don't forget to support the author, creator by purchasing their work and spreading the word to your fellow Fujoshis and Fudanshi friends. Thanks for tuning in, ZEALED Fujoshi, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Until then, keep the Fujoshi spirit alive.